Good morning. My name is Pete Morris. On behalf of Virginia Tech and Virginia Tech Athletics, welcome. At this time, I would ask everyone in the room, please silence or turn off your mobile devices. And for those of you watching on Twitter or on Zoom, members of the media, make sure you watch your keystrokes and have your devices silenced until we get to the Q&A portion. We have a number of current Tech head coaches and other guests in attendance who are socially distanced and wearing their masks. Welcome to the members of the media who are watching on Zoom, as well as those folks who are watching on our live stream. In accordance with current protocols, today's participants will only remove their masks once they're speaking, or we move to the Q&A session. Thank you for joining us today as we share an exciting vision and plan for the future of Virginia Tech athletics. We have several speakers on today's agenda, and once they conclude their remarks, we'll move into the Q&A question period with the media. And now, it gives me distinct pleasure to introduce the president of Virginia Tech, Dr. Tim Sands.
Thank you, Pete, and thank you all for joining us today. Virginia Tech is committed to excellence in everything we do. It gives us great Hokie pride to see all of our programs, academic, research, engagement, and athletics, competing and succeeding at a high level today. It's important for our students, our community, and the university's vision for the future that we continue to support the success and strengthen our performance and impact in every arena. Athletics plays a special role in creating and supporting the unique Virginia Tech experience we enjoy, an experience that is helping drive record applications for admission and record achievements in student success. It's an important part of the student experience for student athletes and non-athletes. It supports our culture of wellness and brings us together as a community. In 2015, Virginia Tech partnered with Gallup to survey our alumni to assess their well-being across 5 dimensions: purpose, social, financial, community, and physical. Virginia Tech alums exceeded the national average in all 5 categories, with graduates of the Corps Cadets and our varsity student-athlete alumni topping our alumni as a whole. Our student-athletes in particular bring drive, commitment, and talent to the university, where they further develop their leadership, teamwork, and resiliency, traits that predict success in later life. Our student-athletes set a visible example that our other students and alumni can emulate. Athletics is an important part of the enduring Hokie spirit that keeps our alumni engaged long after they graduate. The visibility a strong athletics program provides is an entry point for engaging donors whose philanthropic support can benefit the entire university. Our athletics program also provides significant support to the regional economy, with home football games alone generating up to $100 million per year in economic activity. As a land-grant university, the well-being of our communities, the communities we serve, is central to our mission. Virginia Tech athletics is well positioned for success. We have realized unparalleled success over the last year. Some of the most recent accomplishments we've seen, including men's and women's basketball both participating in the NCAA tournament in the same year for the first time. In February, wrestling won the dual meet ACC championship, and track and field won the men's indoor ACC championship. Multiple sports have had exceptional seasons, including women's golf, swimming and diving, baseball, and softball. And many sports and our student athletes as a whole are achieving tremendous success in the classroom. Football had its highest ever fall semester GPA in fall of 2020. We have a stellar coaching and athletic staff in place, ready and able to take us even further. We have one of the best athletic directors in the country, and Whit Babcock has a vision for Virginia Tech athletics that will benefit the entire university, and he has my full support. Whit has demonstrated great success in fundraising for capital infrastructure. We recently opened a new student-athlete performance center that is serving the nutrition needs of all of our student-athletes, a new strength and conditioning area for football, and renovated position-specific meeting rooms to enhance engagement with the football coaches. But in order to maintain and grow our success, we need to remain competitive with our peer institutions who are investing in their athletic programs. In order to achieve this vision together, the university will increase its financial commitment to athletics and launch a vigorous fundraising campaign to become more competitive across the board. We are going to advance our operating budget into the top third of the ACC and the Power 5 conferences. Through a combination of university support, philanthropic gifts, and other revenue sources, we can establish an athletics budget that will support Virginia Tech's student experience, engage even more alumni and fans, and continue to elevate our visibility and success on the national stage. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce Virginia Tech Director of Athletics, Whit Babcock.
Thanks, Dr. Sands, and good morning. This is broader than sports. Athletics plays a central role in the student experience, alumni affinity, and the bond our wider community has with Virginia Tech. The ties between athletics and the university are deep. Enter Sandman is played at graduation each year, a tradition unique to Virginia Tech. This is one of many examples that demonstrate the connection between athletics and the student experience. This really is home. We have such a strong and special sense of place here. I appreciate Dr. Sand's support and the support of the entire university community. It's an exciting day. And Dr. Sands, thank you for your faith and leadership. Working for you is one of the many reasons I love Virginia Tech so much. I have worked for 6 schools over 25 years. The collaboration between athletics and the university has never been better than it is right now at Virginia Tech. We have direction, we have alignment, and we have commitment. From the president to the board of visitors, to our staff, to our donors, to our coaches. That is a huge advantage, and that differentiates us from many of our peers. Together, we are committed to winning ACC and national titles, and we have a collective plan and vision to get there, all while continuing to reflect the values and the academic mission we hold dear at Virginia Tech. So simply, this is what today is about: to announce an aggressive and proactive $400 million capital campaign, which we will call our Reach for Excellence campaign. We were ready last year, and COVID interrupted that a bit. We've been planning this for a while, and it's certainly nice to roll it out to you all. During this most challenging and trying year, we have had arguably our best year across the board athletically in our history, academically and athletic. It's time to put a stake in the ground and never go backward. We are just hitting our stride. Time to do something never before seen here at Virginia Tech, and I know Dr. Sands feels that way for all of Virginia Tech, keeping the best of what we love and doing things here that have never been done before. Our Lane Stadium tunnel, our Avery tunnel, the Hokie stone at the end, it says, for those who passed, for those to come, reach for excellence. Everyone reaches for that stone. Our players, our coaches, our recruits, graduates, when they go down there, it ties us together. Reach for excellence. And how we define excellence in our athletic department, excellence is defined as to rise up and surpass, and that is what we will do. Essentially, that means we will elevate our budget into the top tier of the ACC. We will compete, and we will win nationally. In athletics, we are always in a mini campaign of some sort, always planning, always engaging donors, sharing vision. Today is just an opportunity to formalize it, commit to it publicly, broadly and proudly, and ask you, our people, to help us along the way. This is the time and this is the place to reach for excellence all together. When athletics is done right, and what I mean by that, when we win, when we have integrity, when we graduate, and when we engage the community, everyone benefits. Again, alignment behind the role and value of intercollegiate athletics and higher education. We are not looking for once-in-a-while success. We are harnessing our collective momentum to achieve sustainable, broad-based success in all sports. The rising tide lifts all boats, and we are 563 athletes, 22 sports, and 1 team here at Virginia Tech. An expanded financial commitment is particularly important now in this new normal, this new era. We have a prime opportunity to close the gap on our competition and set the pace. Many of our staff have heard us use the analogy of a pit stop. All 15 schools in the ACC are coming into the pits after the toughest year ever. All the cars are damaged. We are working to get out of the pits quickly in a better, faster, more efficient car and gain ground on our momentum. We will be ready and we will be fast out of this pit stop. This campaign will support our coaches, it will benefit the student-athlete experience, and it will reward you, our Hokie faithful, who so much deserve it. This Reach for Excellence campaign is part of a bigger umbrella campaign for the entire university. That campaign is the Boundless Impact campaign, which launched publicly in October 2019. Athletics and engineering will have the two top fundraising goals among our many constituents and academic areas here at Virginia Tech. We have already raised $150 million of our $400 million goal to date. Of the $250 million remaining, approximately $100 million of that will be for capital projects, $100 million is for the Hokie Scholarship Fund, and $50 million is for the athletics operating budget spread across multiple sports. Our vision for this campaign will encompass 5 primary pillars: the Football Program Enhancement Fund, the Castle Coliseum renovation, the Drive for 25, scholarship endowments, and comprehensive excellence in all of our sports. Resources, strong fan support, and unified leadership is tough to beat. The first priority I will outline of the 5 is the Football Program Enhancement Fund. We simply must give the football program the resources it needs to be more competitive in the ACC and in the Power 5, period. Football generates around 90% of our revenue, and it helps support the other 20 to 21 programs that we have. Additionally, and perhaps a bigger impact, is Southwest Virginia benefits economically from our football program to the tune of nearly $100 million a year. That impact is critical to the region, and I would argue that Virginia Tech's role in Southwest Virginia is important as any school in the country in their region. Additionally, football brings visibility. It brings 400,000 visitors a year to Blacksburg. Applications and website hits increase, licensing, momentum, and more. We have the right coach, we have the right staff, we have the program. We must support them and our team. I'm born and raised in Virginia, and this is the longest place I've lived since college. It is my school now. I'm proud of that, and I am all in. Coach Fuente has helped us develop 5 key areas of support in the Football Program Enhancement Fund, which amounts to an estimated $30 million in new resources over the coming years. You will hear more of his plan direct from him shortly, but in general, those areas of focus for the Football Program Enhancement Fund are recruiting, staffing, and infrastructure. We have made progress in that area thanks to some donors. We have more to go and need your help. Assistant coaches' salaries, another way to say that is talent retention. We want the right people at the right time. In a highly competitive environment, we need to hire the best coaches to put around these young people. We will also use the Football Program Enhancement Fund to add even more quality control coaches and analysts to help us be the best. We will also invest in student-athlete development of our football players for life after sports. We will develop them in mind, body, spirit, and career. We will also have additional capital needs. We have a few more to go, such as the Players' Lounge renovation for recruiting and our locker room. Other than that, we have finished up a lot of things that we are proud of in our previous few months. We have just completed a brand new strength and conditioning center, a $20 million nutrition center based on a record gift at Virginia Tech of $16.5 million. We have a residence hall that will open this fall that will house all of our freshman student athletes in addition to other highly recruited students on this campus. We've renovated every square foot of the Merriman Center and Jamerson Center. These seeds were planted long ago. Now it's time for the next iteration, and there's more to go, and we will maintain that excellence. We must and will right-size the football budget. We must move from a challenger to a champion brand. I will say that again. We must move from a challenger to a champion brand. We need to take the hard hat mentality and we try harder attitude of Virginia Tech and elevate it to the top and be comfortable in that new space of a champion. You see, we can either invest in an athletics program and a football team that can compete for championships, or we can risk simply being average. And average doesn't get it. Not for our region, not for our fans, not for our alumni, not for our students, and not at Virginia Tech. Our aspiration in football is clear. It is to win the ACC, to get in the Final Four college football playoff, and to win the national championship. Our investment in athletics should match our aspirations, and you can help. We will do our part, and we need you. We need our entire team. We're asking you to invest in us and ride along with us on this journey. The second Reach for Excellence pillar is the Castle Coliseum renovation. It will be a redesigned experience for one of the best home venues and best home court advantages in the country. 4 of our teams call Castle home: men's basketball, women's basketball, volleyball, and wrestling. However, every program that we have utilizes Castle in some manner: coaches' offices, locker rooms, additional weight room. It is one of the signature buildings we have at Virginia Tech. This $75 million project includes a new glass entrance along Washington Street, extended concourse areas to allow easier fan access, amenities, club seating, and more, setting the course for the next generation. Castle has served us well over 50 years, and it is great history and great memories. Our goal is to raise at least $50 million on the front end and use suites and tickets to potentially finance the rest, but we will go for it. We will keep it uniquely Castle, and it will be fabulous, and we can't wait for you to see some of the renderings that will soon come out. When I speak of Castle, I'm reminded of our single-minded proposition. In our athletic department, we have mission, we have values, but we have one single-minded proposition that we bring to work every day. We create memorable experiences that only Virginia Tech can offer. We create memorable experiences that only Virginia Tech can offer. That's what we do every day. Wins are memorable experiences. Graduations are memorable experiences for our student athletes. The memories of our fans and tailgating and reconnecting with friends are memorable experiences. How we treat people when they come to our campus is a memorable experience. I look every day out my office window and see dozens and dozens of graduation pictures by the stadium, by the scoreboard, by Coach Beamer's statue. It's not the days in life you remember, it's the moments. The third campaign pillar is our Drive for 25, increasing Hokie Club membership to 25,000 and more to support student-athlete scholarships. Scholarship costs for our athletic department have risen to $16 million from $9 million in less than a decade. Drive for 25 membership has jumped from 10,000 donors to 20,000 donors in less than 5 years to help us keep pace. Thank you. Hokie Club membership continued growth is critical to our long-term success as we engage new donors at all dollar amounts. This builds the pipeline for future support while also providing a predictable and steady stream of revenue. There is strength in numbers, and everyone has a role in this. Our vision is to grow our $100 million budget to $125 million and more to the top tier of the ACC. In our donor numbers, a short time ago, we were ranked 9th in the ACC. Now at 20,000, we are ranked 4th and headed to the top. Our budget for years has been between 8th and 10th in the ACC, and with this new initiative, it will put us in the top third, in the very top tier, and we will aim for the top. Our operating budget was $63 million 7 years ago, so essentially we will double our budget in well less than a decade with this bold initiative. The ACC and Virginia Tech need not take a back seat to anyone. The entry into the ACC learning curve is over. Might as well swing for the fences and see how great we can be. We are well positioned for the future, and we must take advantage of it right now. Hokie Club membership, like many schools across the country, used to rely on season ticket holders. However, our broader base allows fans from across the country and the world who can't always attend games to participate in our success. There are 250,000 living Virginia Tech alumni, and I would argue there is an equal amount of family and friends that love the Hokies like we all do. 500,000 with an affinity for Virginia Tech, and we have 20,000 donors. It's time to get on board. The Drive for 25 progress to date is a tremendous benchmark achievement. We're happy at 20,000, but not satisfied. Well on our way, and I want to credit our enthusiastic fans and our Hokie Club staff for the work they've done already. We will finish and exceed our goal in getting to 25,000 donors and beyond, and have the most in the ACC. Our fourth pillar for this capital campaign is scholarship endowments. We will pursue additional endowments, gifts and pledges above $100,000 to provide annual support in perpetuity. This longer-term goal will support our future and benefit generations of Hokies to come. Currently, as an athletic department, we have nearly $70 million in our scholarship endowment, and that generates approximately $2.8 million annually for our scholarship bill. An endowment essentially puts off about 4% interest per year. 4% of $70 million is $2.8 million that we never have to find. It's there always to help fund scholarships. If we can get our endowment to $100 million, $120 million, think what it will do. $70 million is a large number already, but that is with 673 endowment accounts. When 673 Hokies put their mind to something, they can do something spectacular. Again, there is strength in numbers. The fifth and final Reach for Excellence pillar is comprehensive excellence for all of our sports. We will invest in all 22 varsity programs based on specific needs, such as additional funding for recruiting, annual operating expenses, facility improvement, further enhancing our nutritional and strength and conditioning programs, our academic services, our sports psychology and counseling, former player relations, and more. Again, broad-based athletic success is a hallmark of all truly great athletic departments and national universities. The ACC sets a very high standard academically and athletically, and it is our passionate fans, Hokie Nation, that will help get us there to the top. We've had a plan, and now we have an even bolder plan, which we wanted to share broadly and proudly with you all today. We are all in this together, and instead of someone doing everything, we're asking everyone to do something. Your involvement as a donor at all dollar amounts is absolutely critical to our success. You drive the wins on the football field, soccer field, in the courts, in the pool, and you directly impact the lives of students at Virginia Tech that just also happen to play varsity athletics at the absolute highest level. This vision is only realized with your help. Now is the time, this is the place, this is home. It's time to move from a challenger to a champion, time to set a higher standard and be comfortable there. It's a new era. We will create new memorable experiences to come, and I can't wait. It's time to go down the tunnel together and reach for excellence. Thank you very much. I also want to thank all of our coaches and staff in attendance today. I'm incredibly proud to work with them, and they will give you their best, and we will make you proud. I'd now like to introduce our head football coach, Coach Justin Fuente. Thank you.
Thank you, Whit. First of all, I'd like to thank President Sands and our university for their commitment to Virginia Tech football. I appreciate everyone involved who's playing a role in making the Reach for Excellence campaign a success, and I'm very grateful for the investment we're making in our people, our student athletes, and our facilities in order to ensure our financial commitment matches the expectations of our football program. I've said this before, and I will say it again, whether it's at Lane Stadium or on the road, Virginia Tech fans show up to participate and help influence the outcome. And I think that's what we're talking about today with the Reach for Excellence campaign, laying out a plan for fans to participate and make a very positive impact on Virginia Tech athletics. I'm going to briefly touch on the 5 key elements of the Football Enhancement Fund. First is recruiting. We need additional resources to help recruit and evaluate young men that fit our program. We need full-time personnel, not just student volunteers, who can properly host those prospects when they're on campus, who can share our vision for our program and share their experiences with the Virginia Tech experience. Second is our salary pool for assistant coaches and support staff. It needs to be competitive in the marketplace. We need the ability to compete for and retain the best coaches and support staff around. Third is our quality control coaches and analysts. Some of these roles are developmental roles. Others involve bringing in experienced, longtime football veterans into our program. In both cases, we're behind our national peers. Fourth is our player development program. Our mission here is help to develop young men in 4 areas of their life. We want to develop them academically, athletically, socially, and spiritually. We need to make sure we've got the resources and staff necessary to help them excel at Tech and prepare them for life after football. Fifth are our facility needs. Our renovated weight room has been a significant upgrade, but we still have work to do. Our training room and our locker room no longer meet today's college football standards. We no longer have office space or meeting space to house our current staff, let alone personnel we need to add. And we need to continue to grow the physical footprint of Virginia Tech football, especially in the areas that touch our student athletes on a daily basis. We're fortunate to have the opportunity to have 15 spring football practices, the last of which was Friday. As I told the team, we have a chance to be very good. But we have a lot of work to do before September 3rd, Lane Stadium versus North Carolina. At this time, I'd like to introduce our women's golf coach, Carol Robertson. I've got a great deal of respect for her and the job she's done building our women's golf program, and I'm glad she's with us today. Carol.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate your kind words. And thank you, Dr. Sands, for all your support. And thank you, Whit, for your vision and your plan for VT Athletics. I am aware that always, but especially in this past year, you both have worked tirelessly to plan for a bright future. As a coach, I am lucky to have constant interaction with our women's golfers. Due to this, I get to see firsthand how Virginia Tech, their sport, and the financial support of alumni and fans greatly contributes to them as a person and an athlete. I both appreciate and understand the importance of supporting football to the fullest so that all sports may have broad-based success due to their contribution to our overall budget. The Reach for Excellence campaign and the increased annual budget are the right ways to ensure excellence across all sports. While the needs of our program are distinctly different from other sports, in many areas we share similar visions in the development of our student athletes. Our women's golf program is just a few years old, but a tremendous part of our success is directly linked to the financial support from our donors. Continuing that financial momentum for not only our program but all sports is an exciting thought. Through the support of our president, the vision of our athletic director, and the financial support from Hokie Nation, this collaborative effort will no doubt increase the student-athlete experience for all sports. We are fortunate to have many of the most passionate alumni, friends, and fans of any university. We appreciate their encouragement and are confident that they will step forward to make the Reach for Excellence an enormous success. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Robertson. That concludes today's remarks from our presenters here at the dais. Thank you to all of our viewers who have been watching the live stream. This will conclude the live stream portion of our broadcast.